Sisyphus pushed a boulder up a hill, and every time he reached the top, it fell back down. And on he pushed, just to do it all over again. The myth of Sisyphus is a well-known metaphor for the human desire for purpose. Albert Camus argues against this, stating how humans possess an innate longing for meaning and clarity, but the universe remains silent and indifferent to these demands. Camus defines the absurd as arising from the contrast between our desire for order and meaning, and the universe's refusal to provide any. Camus has three responses to this. First is psychological suicide, which swags into nihilism, wherein the man surrenders to the absurdity by refusing to endure the conflict. Second is the philosophical suicide, where man turns to religion to find meaning. Third is the revolt, the eternal fight against the cold indifference of the universe, the indomitable human spirit. I thought having a schedule would help me be a better person. Wake up, get ready. Work, 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 take care of your body, sleep, and repeat this on loop. A routine brings order in life, a sense of control, a direct punch against the indifferent universe. Over time, as we become habituated to this, we follow it unconsciously. It goes on and on, almost as if we are living on autopilot. As we become indifferent ourselves, amidst the slow, growing cancer of misery, a question suddenly arises.
Why am I doing this?
This is where man awakens. For the modern man, the only way to cope is to create a routine. We are all part of some system. It may be school, university, or work. Whatever it may be, these systems that are in place for our betterment often end up being the most mentally taxing. The system is rigid, it is unfaltering. It is an idealized version of what humans could be. But this ideal is a direct violation of the human condition. Life is messy. Your alarm doesn't go off, the power goes off at your home, your car breaks down, your friend gets into an accident, you get sick, etc. These are things that can happen to anyone, without reason. It's part of the chaos that is the universe. But these things, the system can't have that. The system needs you to be on time. Any deviation from that is an offense. It needs you to devote every minute of your clocked-in hours contributing to itself.
You see, we're not meant to be cogs in a system just perpetually spinning. We get sad from time to time, we get lazy, we don't want to show up for work, and a million other things. It's all part of the human experience. Like all these things that I just said, I'm pretty sure you could relate to it. Why? Because it's part of being human. And all these things, they're frowned upon by the system.
You combine an unwavering system with a routine to cope, and you see your days pass you by. Today was no different from yesterday and tomorrow. You're doing your work, but are you moving forward? Are you going anywhere? My first year in college, I was suddenly thrust into 8-hour days. I was fresh out of an indoor, sloth-like lifestyle of good food and YouTube. The 9 to 5 drained me to the core. I was accustomed to 3-hour naps following the working days. I would be out of class and wake up straight in time for dinner. You could say most of my time in first year was spent in fatigue and lethargy. It was in February 2023 I realized that I have gone a year without really doing much other than attending classes and reading up on said classes. Other than that, I had nothing going for me. No exercise, no creative hobbies, not even movies or TV shows. My waking hours were either devoted to academia or mindless social media consumption.
I remember sitting in my hostel room, my previous one, just looking at the wall, contemplating. I vowed not to let lethargy get the best of me ever again. If there was any reason not to do something, just don't let it be out of laziness. Like, just being tired should not stop me from taking action or like doing what I want.
The first course of action was taking care of my health. I started off with running and then gradually transitioned into weightlifting. Then I started paying attention to the many errands that popped up in one's life. Commodities for daily life, maintenance of my vehicle, and the other things that just come up. I had realized that time is a finite resource. The days will pass you by if you don't pay attention. The system and adjacent areas already eat up a big chunk, so you have to actively take up responsibility for the rest. The day might be long, but the years are short. I thought I'd figured it out. I had a solid schedule. My days were packed, always moving from one task to the next. But you know what they say, the more the devil has, the more the devil wants. Any opportunity to maximize time spent studying, I tried. I reduced my gym time. Any errands that could have been offloaded online, I did. Absolutely anything to maximize productivity. The central thought behind this toxic productivity was,
If it directly doesn't contribute to my career, then why should I waste my time on it?
boy, it didn't end well. As you could probably guess, the burnout crept in. The despair crawled until it wholly consumed me. It took me a couple of weeks to willingly get out of bed and start cleaning my room. As I was engaged in my task, I had an epiphany.
These mundane day-to-day tasks, these are what make life worth living. The mundane tasks are like the seasonings on top of the food of life. These contribute to your mental health immensely, and once your psyche is all good, once you got that right mindset, you can tackle just about anything in life. You become unstoppable.
Your grocery store runs, your laundry, your room cleanings, all of it may seem dull on the surface, but these deepen your life like no other. I feel like this is the key. This is the revolt that Camus was talking about. Or maybe this is the antithesis to Camus. I now realize that the universe is, in fact, not indifferent. There's a certain rhythm to this plane of existence. Even quantum mechanics can back me on that. Fate always guides you, nudges you in the right direction. You remember that time when everything was going right for you. It was like luck was on your side. Well, because it really was.
Now, Krishna said to Arjun during Mahabharata to focus solely on duty and not on the result. And while that seems like an easy statement to understand, to actually comprehend it, that can take up a lifetime or even two. According to me, it's one of those things that you really need to experience and like really put your mind into it so that you can apply it to your life and it becomes a way of living. Now, I am nowhere close to truly grasping the concept, but I would say that I'm closer than before. And if there's one thing that I'm sure about, as I get older, as I get wiser with experience, I'll be even a little bit closer to understanding what it really means to solely focus on your duty and not bother about the results. I wish to be fully engrossed in whatever I'm doing. I know that life is messy, Things happen for the worst, things might happen for the best. It's completely chaotic. But as long as I'm doing something with the purest of intent and with the focus that is laser sharp, I know that things will eventually turn out right. And even if it doesn't, that's just how it is. I'm not worried about the outcome.
That is the ultimate virtue man can aspire to.